welcome back to 320. We're going to be drawing or modeling this guy here. It's an old school 30s, I think, 1930s segment clip. It's remarkably difficult sometimes. It seems easy, and it is if you approach it properly. A couple of ways makes it easier. We're going to explore various easy ways, or one easy way here. And the goal is to make this as obvious and clear as possible without dealing with a whole bunch of strange sketches and all the rest. If you're watching these videos, there's previous videos from previous years doing this in different ways. So this is not my first kick at this part. This year, the videos have tended towards more surfacing, so let's do that. I'm gonna pick this view here as the front view. So let's do a sketch on parallel to the front. And as usual, my grid disappears this year. And let's just have at her. I'm gonna try and draw this in a compact way here. Just use that to kind of build up some lines. Gonna go for an arc twice. You can see we're in millimeters here, which is wrong. It's okay for now. And let's change our units over to inch. And let's put a dimension on here. This is 1. Next one is 1 1/4. So various ways to do this. I'm actually going to go and measure this as 1 1/4. Looks like everyone's all over the place, but all we have to do is put these arcs, center these arcs on the origin. Oh, that's not right. Let's do that. Let's pull that into shape a little more. Get it closer. There we go. And now we want to also put these edges on there as well. I'm going to put something in here in a minute, or GIF, so we just need to dimension the angle of the sweep. That's 60. That looks right. So next is, oh, this is my second, drew this before upside down. The slot points up. Let's do it now. I'm going to follow my usual, let's not put anything on any accidental constraints. Sorry, losing my mind here. And I'm just going to go for putting one thing horizontal. However, we've also got this. Why don't we make that? We'll drive it all off of one corner as far as constraints go. And then we'll go for parallel after that. So if I do move this, it's going to work out just fine. You can see one there that I'm struggling with. Escape. Get rid of that perpendicular and do parallel. There we go. Collinear. One thing we can do here instead is actually just connect these up with a construction line. Makes maybe a little bit more obvious. Collinearity will solve this problem. Can do an equals to balance it. We can do another equals because this is actually square. 1 1/4, 1 1/4. There we go. This is half the depth, so it's kind of. We can use a dimension here if we wish. Let's say it's half of that. And I'll just use a line in construction, toggling it on to keep that from the midpoint and parallel again, so we end up with full constraint. Now want to do the next piece minimally. It's an interesting implication in the sketch here. You can see what they're doing. Why don't we do that as well? So I'm going to go ahead here and draw another arc. See if we can snap to the midpoints. Tangent. If we are careful, we get it all for free. That means we can just go ahead here and replicate this. Oh, well, it's fine. Just do the easy way first. Try not to get any, oh, here's one. Try not to get any accidental constraints. Turn these all back on. There we go. Now, if I make, again, I'll start with one perpendicular and then parallels from there on. Collinearity. Parallel. From here we can use equals. So I'm going to go ahead and link these to the over across the rotation, and also give it an equals on that side. A coincident will solve our depth. There we go. Should be fully constrained. Not many more dimensions than the drawing gives us. Actually quite a bit less. So that's good. 1/2 inch thick all around. That's our goal here. Now, finish the sketch, give it a name. I'll call this layout. Goal here is to thicken that and not end up having to sort out lots of dilemma parts here at the back. I'm going to go to surface and do a patch. Now, to use less features, I can actually patch the two outside edges first. Do it again. The reason I'm doing this is because I want 3 separate body patches, separate bodies. Because I want to bend these or move them. So move, how far though? 45. So let's move this guy, snap it somewhere useful, rotate it out 45. Okay. Repeat that move. This guy next. But that's not going to give as much use. So we have to move our pivot. Sometimes if we snap along the line, anywhere along the line, if we're careful, we can get that aligned. It's also in, we assume, has to be assumed, 45 as well. Can't move around to get to it. Oh, come on. There we go. Let's make sure we're looking about right. So if I look at the front, do I see what I expect? Yep. These are still 3 bodies. I want to stitch these. Pick them in the browser. Seeing 2 green edges, we're within our tolerance. Say okay. And after this, all we have to do is a thicken. So, thicken. Pick the body. 1/2 inch. You can see I've done this before. So 0.5. Type this in if we wish. Ooh. 5. Change the legs fine here. Looks like everyone's picked. Say okay. Hide the sketch. Have a look at the front. Looking down here. So I've got this sort of, you can see the hidden lines here, so we should be able to see this one. That looks right. Should be able to see the other one as well. From the top. Nope, that's not the top. from the top. We have some extra lines because of the curve for us, but if we just ignore that, we can see the correct faces. If we want to see exactly what's going on, we can use 8 cutaway with a hidden lines. 6. Sometimes this is a little disconcerting. If you want, you could try deleting it. Oh, not in here though. Just deleted the inside of the part. Go to solid first. Try deleting it. Notice what it does. It just cuts it away. So can we delete the edge? No. No big deal. It's fine for us. It's just the beginning of the curve. Everything looks fine otherwise though. So that's it. There's our part all modeled up. And what's our volume? So we expect to see our volume here. Look inside of properties. And we're an inch. So my volume is 2.4943 exactly. And there we go. Just gonna make a screenshot of that later, and we're actually I'll do it now. And that's what we're after. Thanks for watching, and over to you.